Hello, everybody. I'm Seal Stanford. And as you know, we've been talking about for the last 4 weeks about labels and about yourself and how you have a vision, which really is a vision of what you want, and also your mind. And then once you get those pieces, then you have to kind of go into action. And we use our body to go into action to hopefully get those visions to match our outcomes. So today we're going to take it a step further because today is going to be all connected to roles. What role do you want to play? And there are all kind of different roles that we wear. It can be our business owner role that we're in. It can also be our investor role that we're in, maybe our wife role, our lover role, our best friend role, our mom role, maybe our helper role, just many roles that we wear throughout the day. And with those roles, they all have different attributes and abilities, and the size of role that you wear is going to determine how worthwhile your gains are, how worthwhile your outcomes are. And so let me give you an example of this. And I want you to know, I didn't know then what I know now, but I was doing a lot of things right when I got that corporate job down in Dallas in 1985 when I moved to Dallas. So I started off in a very entry level position, and I was working on the service side of the business. It was in insurance. And so I worked for the busiest account manager of the whole entire office. She had 3 different states that she handled, and I was her assistant. I knew nothing about insurance. But I saw quite quickly that I wanted to have a position like hers. I wanted that account manager position. So I identified that going in, but I didn't tell anybody about it because at that time, 95% of the people in the company had a degree, which I did not have. So I didn't really think at that time that I would ever be considered for a position that big with that much responsibility. But anyway, what I did was I took the service assistant position, did that for a couple of years. And then I knew that if I were to ever go for that position and try to get it, I need to know something about the sales side. What did it take to sell this product? So I got a sales assistant position within the same company, and I did that for a couple of years. And then lo and behold, they created a customer service manager position, which was strictly in-house, so to speak, didn't travel, but more responsibility. So based on all that knowledge that I had acquired, I was really set up to start managing my own block of business. So that was another stepping stone, but I had acquired a lot more abilities, a lot more knowledge to be able to see what does it take to service a client? What does it take to sell it? 2 different hats, 2 different roles, if you will. And then I got that position. And once I did that position for about 2.5 years, there was an account manager position that came open within that company. And I have always been one that did really well when I'm going for a big promotion or a bigger position and more responsibility, to have a lot of knowledge before I get thrown in there. I don't, excuse me, like going in under pretense, if you will. I like to know quite a lot about it so that I'm able to manage it and do pretty well starting off, and then acquire the bits and pieces that I need. So when I got that account, I did get the account manager position. And because I had done the service side and the sales side and then the customer service role, I was really a great fit for that. The only thing that I didn't know how to do was fly in and out of airports. And it may seem like a small thing, but if you've never done that, there is a learning curve, and to get to be able to do that, to understand it, and then hold employee meetings. And I'd never spoken in front of groups before, so that was another huge learning curve for me. So I say all that to say that roles and responsibilities and the level of game playing that you're playing at, that you want to play at, comes with different skills, positive attributes, positive attitudes, different levels of commitment, different levels of responsibility and accountability, and also being able to reach the most people and, playing at a level producing the best results for the greatest number. So that holds a lot of water, if you will, or a lot of for that identity. It's sorry, let me backtrack here. That holds a lot of weight when you're deciding on the role that you want to play. And I will say that sometimes, well, not sometimes, definitely you need to inspect. It would do a person a lot of good to inspect the different roles that you wear on a day-to-day basis. The roles that are consistent, like maybe a best friend, a mom, maybe your entrepreneurial identity. Inspect those roles, and then take a look and see, how could you make that better? How could you improve it? Is there some knowledge that you're missing? Is there some attitudes that you need to change? Is there a mindset that you need to upgrade? Because things have changed from where they were years ago up, to present time. So because we need to upgrade the roles that we have in life. So in order to stay current, in order to do the greatest number for the greatest good. So with that, stay tuned for next week. And awareness is always the key to improvement.